What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone had a great end of their year. Hope your 2026 is going well so far. Sweaty Zeus here, and we are going to continue on with Lords of the Fallen. There's really nothing else out right now that, we really need to be covering, so we're jumping back into an oldie but a goodie here. One of my favorites, that not everybody's a fan of, but that's okay. And that is the new update for Lords of the Fallen that started, I guess, about a month ago or whatever. I think we're about halfway through the game, and I've just been playing some of it on stream since there hadn't been much else out. Thought we'd check out this new hard mode they added, which we've got all kinds of modifiers on to make the game harder. There's more enemies, less save points. So, if you haven't seen this game before, it's pretty cool though. Let me make sure we're live and check everything here because it's saying we're not. I am working on a new video I'll probably put out in the next few days. Gonna be going over FromSoftware and what's going on with them and kind of why I think they're in for a little bit of a rough time coming up this next few months. But I'll be right back. Let me just check and make sure we're good. Alright, so yeah, I already pretty much like wrote down what I want to say, and I want to be talking about just kind of some thoughts I had regarding them making another exclusive game after complaining for years about how Sony wouldn't let them port Bloodborne over to PC, and then inking an exclusive deal with Nintendo. Kind of my thoughts on that, and what's going on as far as when we can expect another game from them, because it feels like it's going to be a good little while. I don't know why this is feeling a little slow. I'm trying to check what I changed here maybe last time we were on. I feel like I turned something up. I think it was reflection quality. I think it's just the VSync. Okay, where were we? We were at Calrath, that's right. I was doing a Radiance build. So I'm sure probably nobody will join us here. Oh yeah, we just took out Dervil in the last one. That's right. We finally got Lucent Beam. Man, let's see if I can remember how to do all this. Anyways, I'm super excited about the new Lords of the Fallen game. That's probably the game I'm most excited about this year, right now. We just don't have a lot on the horizon that, as far as, as far as like Souls-likes and action RPGs. There are a few, I guess, big ones coming out. We don't really have a date on yet. That'll probably be later on in the year. But I am really excited for Lords too. It looks really good, everything I've seen so far. I've been watching all their updates and checking that out. And if you've watched any of my videos in the past, I've talked about how, You know, I'm not super excited with the new direction FromSoftware's going. You know, with multiplayer games. I do enjoy the co-op a little bit, like of Night Rain, but I really don't like PvP all that much. Like, it's okay, I'll spend a little time with it at times, but, you know, most people that play Souls-likes don't play it for the PvP. And that's just kind of always been how I felt about it as well. It's just a little distraction, basically, but I get frustrated with it and annoyed pretty quick. You know, you usually see some type of meta build everyone uses and spams, like in Elden Ring there was Rivers of Blood, and it was just that every time you get on. And there are counters, but it just, you know, it gets annoying. And so for their next game to be just that, just PvP, not too excited about it. Especially when we just got another multiplayer game from them. And the marketing for Duskbloods is gonna take up this entire year if it releases on time, which that's not even guaranteed because the Wii 2 is a potato, and I mean it's a cool console, but it's just not for like hardcore action RPGs. You know, it's just not really ever been what Nintendo's about. Which I get them branching out, but just doing exclusive, just, I don't know, it feels so anti-consumer from software to me. Not so much the exclusive thing, which you know, everyone kind of hates, and rightly so. But the problem with it is FromSoftware, and I'm kind of just doing my video here, but I'm just talking, so nobody's here anyways. I haven't been live in a month, so I'm definitely probably out of the algorithm. But my problem with it is, like, FromSoftware always did their exclusives with Sony. I mean, all of them. Every single exclusive they've ever done has been with Sony. So, as a longtime fan of theirs, I bought a PlayStation 5 when it came out because I wanted to make sure I could play Bloodborne. And I wanted to make sure I could play the Demon's Souls remake, which, you know, they've got a hand in, but it's not directly their game, but they still, you know, were staying exclusive with Sony. So, in the past, you only had to own a PlayStation, and you could play every game they ever made. You could play 90% of their games if you had a PC and or an Xbox. But if you wanted to play them all, I need to focus here. If you wanted to play them all, you only had to really just buy a PlayStation. That was it. So, with that being the expectation for years, to just kind of out of nowhere do an exclusive with Nintendo, who's kind of like the worst as far as being anti-consumer. And I could go into that, but everyone's done videos to death on that. Trying to raise the price in games, making you pay more for physical copies. You know, we can go on and on, but that's been done to death. I'm sure most of you all have seen those videos. There's a lot of good points there, but they've always been very selfish with their titles as far as ports and re-releases and things. They want to make you buy their system. So for FromSoftware to go to them after complaining about how Sony, you know, who is also a bit of a problem, but, you know, at least their big games, they do allow to port over on PC, other than Bloodborne. But, you know, God of War, there's a lot of them. Last of Us, games like that. At least they do it somewhat. But, man, to go to Nintendo after all that complaining is just
Demented cretins! Do
kind
you
of a
really
slap in
think
the
you
face.
can do this to me? I'm the real power at the heart of this kingdom, not the
In
royals.
my opinion.
Or
I
you,
get not
or
everybody's
your
going to feel that
imaginary
way.
Sun god or anyone else.
I think there is a little bit of hope on people's part. I've seen people kind of floating oh, they're gonna release another Souls-like in 2026. They're gonna surprise us. That's never gonna happen.
If you know what's good
Because,
for you, free
I
me.
mean, the marketing cycle in these games is usually a year. They never really release 2 games in 1 year. I mean, the closest example we have is a year between Armored Core 6 and Shadow of the Erdtree, which is just technically a DLC. It's kind of its own game, but you know what I mean. So that's, if you wanted to be generous, the best example of that. So with that known, for their next game would be another multiplayer only game after they just made one. Already kind of sucks. And then for them to gateway it behind a brand new console that they know most of their fans are not going to buy. Feels a little manipulative. And, you know, I'm sure they would say, well, you don't have to buy it. But if you're a super fan like me or you, if you follow my channel, a lot of you probably will. I've committed, I'm not going to. I don't know, I may cover it for the channel. We'll see. Might be worth, like, if I can find somebody who'd want to purchase the Wii U, or the Wii 2 off of me afterwards. I might maybe buy it and sell it for like 150 less or something. We could maybe do that, but I'm trying to figure out a way we can cover the game. But it's just frustrating because it feels so unnecessary, and they're only going to hurt themselves as far as sales. I don't know what the Wii U sales, or I keep calling it the Wii U. I don't know what the Wii 2 sales are like. I've heard everything from 2 million to 12 million, so I don't know. I did hear officially it was 2 million, but that was a couple months ago. I'd be shocked if they went from 2 to 12, you know, in the span of like 3 months, even with Christmas, but I guess it's possible. But let's say they have 5 million sold. I think they'd be lucky if 10% of the people... Alright, we're not going to light this because we're doing Umbral. I think they'd be lucky if 10% of the people out there play Duskbloods that own a Wii 2, because mostly it's children, nostalgia, chasing adults, and girl gamers that play on Nintendo. It's not really a knock, it's just that's who their majority of their player base is. You know, PlayStation's always been, an Xbox more of a guy, hardcore gamer niche, or not niche, but like player base. And Nintendo's always been a little more of the family friendly, a lot of party games, a lot of family friendly games. You know, like my church had a Nintendo that we could play, but they never were going to have a PlayStation with, you know, God of War or Grand Theft Auto on it, you know what I mean? Like, that's just what Nintendo has always been, and that's okay. It's not a knock. People will argue with you over it, but it is a fact. So it's just a little shocking to see FromSoftware go and do an exclusive for them. I hear someone make this point. I'm not going to claim it as my own, but it makes a lot of sense. What they might be trying to do, obviously it's an experimental game. Oh, I gotta pull it up. Because they talked about Duskbloods is going to be a kind of like PvE multiplayer game with bosses in it where you may team up at times and then fight against each other at times. So they're going to be experimenting with some like new play mechanics, obviously. So I think what they're trying to do is, with a smaller audience, a game that they thought maybe most of their fans would just ignore because it's on a console most of their fans are going to ignore.
Please, wait!
It might give them an experience to kind of experiment a little bit.
It's all yours. Take it, and I can get you more.
Rather than experimenting, you know, during Elden Ring 2 or something. And that does make a little bit of sense, honestly. But I think they underestimated, like, how many of their fans are going to have FOMO. And how many are, you know, going to want to play their game no matter what. So... I don't know. I think it could be a good thing. Just the problem is it wastes so much development time that they could be spending on their next real game rather than like a little side project. And it leaves most of the people that have made their company relevant kind of just sitting in the cold, unattended to. So... And I guess, you know, people say, oh, they don't owe you anything, and that's true. But it just feels a little disappointing coming off all this success of Elden Ring. They broaden their audience. I do think, though, a lot of times what worries me about it, and the reason I think it's worth talking about, is a lot of times these developers, when they hit it big with their first kind of mainstream game, they'll chase a larger and larger mainstream audience to the point of losing their core audience eventually. And while we don't have any other companies making Souls-likes that are good enough for them to have to worry about that at the moment, I think that's starting to change. You know, in another couple of years, I think if they're not continuing to make games like Elden Ring and Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, that level of quality, and they're more doing like, I guess it's not live service, but a live service adjacent thing like they've been doing with Night Rain. I think if that continues, I think they could lose a big part of their loyal fan base. It would take several years, and again, you'd need CI games to kind of hit mainstream and go to the next level, but it is a possibility. So I just think it's a little risky, and I can't imagine how much money Nintendo had to offer them to do an exclusive for a console they know their fans are on. It just kind of boggles my mind, to be honest. Because as far as like business-wise, it really didn't make any sense. I worked in sales for a number of years, in business-to-business corporate sales, so I've got a little bit of background in like reading financial reports, and that's the type of sales I did. And I've always been interested in kind of reading through some of that stuff in the video game industry. Maybe I'll cover it more in the future. But it worries me a little bit with them being bought out, like, were they forced to make a Nintendo game? Or did they do it because they really want to experiment? I saw that coming all day. Wow, we've been live for a few minutes and we don't have a single person watching. I knew when I took a break it was going to be bad, but we've been kind of up against it lately anyways. Like, we've been getting like no traffic when we go live. Late summer, I was getting tons and tons of live viewers, and then it just dropped off a cliff. We were getting 100 live every time we were on. Jeez, guys. Wrong one. Struggling here. Those are just some of my thoughts. I've got a lot more refined way of talking about it. I'm going to do a video on it. Check that out if you watch this. Why did I do that? I don't know why when I pulled up my Catalyst here, it was saying I couldn't cast it. So.
Thought maybe I was out of mana, but I wasn't. Looks so cool on fire. Well, the graphics feel a little kind of slow today. And I always had an FPS counter on, but for whatever reason they took it out of the AMD software, so it's not there anymore. I'll have to download a extension or something. Where is that little fucker?
No. I had to fight my way out of Mondstadt. It didn't happen like this. I'm not.
You are a monster. Where is that little fucker? We haven't been live though in like 2 weeks. I hear him. Still not one person live. It's crazy. I wonder how long it'll take me to get back to normal. Let's see if we can figure out what we got going on here. We are in 4K, but that's normal. Windowed full screen. Off. Let's turn that up and see. Source 4. Performance mode. I'm gonna turn the sharpness up. I think that's what it was. Oh yeah, it's much smoother. Forgot about her. Yo, bitch, lay down. I can't wait though, for the new game. Wonder if we got a new. I didn't see it. I looked earlier, but we didn't get a new video from CI Games today. They've been putting out every month. The developers talking about the new game. And it should have been today they released another one, but it didn't look like they did when I looked earlier. It still looks a little choppy.
You understand the consequences should you choose otherwise.
try that.
Good. Now, I know who you are as well. A practice I'm willing to overlook.
I always come and get this sword, but I've never used it, so I don't know what I even do.
What do you know of Rogan attacks?
I gotta say though, I was really worried about Lords of the Fallen 2 early on, because there was like one of the first financial reports that came out. I was talking about it, I read. They said that they were gonna make the next game, the art style, more mainstream, and I thought, oh god, that sounds like you know, more cartoony, or like more kind of more, you know, how what they did with Dragon Age, the new one, Veilguard. Just that kind of blocky, like Toy Story animation you see all the time now. So I was like, oh man, I really hope that's not what they're talking about. But the trailer really kind of made me feel a lot better about it. Looked really good, so. Okay. So I wanted to do strength and vitality. Or strength and radiance, I don't want to say vitality. I still think, I haven't streamed in a while, I still think it's nobody's watching. I haven't even looked, but if you're here, thanks for watching. It's weird, if I don't stream for a while and I get on, like, there will be nobody. And then, like I said, we got... Shit, dude. Oh my god. They are more aggressive in this hard mode, but like, holy shit. I kept like trying to get a second to catch my breath so I could parry that, and he just didn't stop. Yeah, I still can't figure out like what happened to my streaming numbers. We were getting such good streaming numbers over the summer, and then it just fell off a cliff and it's never recovered. I love the sword. Yeah, even when I was streaming consistently, like once it dropped off, it just never recovered. Must be something with the algorithm, which I don't ever look into all that. I just put my videos up, and if they don't do well, it's fine. But it must be something like that. Also said a very bad word on one of my streams. Night Rain. I definitely called someone an F-slur. Mr. Dreams. What's going on? It's a very bot-looking comment, but nice to meet you too.
This was it. The
Could just
moment
be
I
foreign,
handed
though,
over
I
the
guess.
rune of a deer, and damn,
There's no
this
one else
entire
here,
kingdom
so
for generations. I was, but I thought, and
I don't
look
know who you're
around.
talking to.
What could or prevent all? It's always that they pretend up it's my
Two
own
people,
death.
I guess.
Even when I try to do them. Even when I try.
I wonder who they're talking about. So they said that the guy in the trailer for the new game, the first one that came out, the guy in the trailer that goes, Retribution, that he's a character from this game, but I don't know who that would be. I was thinking it doesn't really look like Harkin, who's that guy we just saw, and the Iron Wayfarer. I don't know what else it could be though. It's maybe our character. It's set like 100 years later. I forget I got this. This. I love this spell. Need to up our magic though, like our mana. I think the new Lords of the Fallen is gonna be an absolute banger though. You know, just the new game trailer looks so good, the gameplay trailer. And they've been putting out like a lot of stuff in those videos I was talking about it. I can't remember if, yeah, I got that. So yeah, it looks really, really sick. Bro came in here and said, "Hello, everyone. I'm a YouTuber," and then he left. It's probably a bot, but I don't know what they try to do with those bots. Because I mean, I get them in my chat every now and then, but they usually they don't ever try to do anything. They just try to talk and like don't say anything. I thought I already gave her that. I'll do that later. I'm not gonna torture the stream with it, even though no one's here. If someone watches it later. I think I had Kukagens upgraded, didn't I? 6. Can we use these together? I can't remember. Yeah, we can. I do like that about this game. You can mix and match weapons.
Our holy work continues. Let Aureus' will be done.
The tome was most enlightening.
Forgot he moves here.
But it offered only the most minuscule glimpse into the depths of Umbral, fragmented suggestions of what I already suspected to be so much more. Those with an interest in Umbral are condemned as heretics by the Hallowed Sentinels, and typically incarcerated within their prison tower. I wonder at what morsels of Umbral insight might be found within those walls. Go and gather what you can. To the tower, Crusader.
It's funny how he kind of like slowly loses his mind. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Which is the one? Oh man, there's one that heals you over time. I guess we haven't got it yet. It's so good. Especially once we get the really good, we've got the really good rune that I need to put in the shield. Which shield is it? I think it's a hunter's shield, which we don't get for a while. But once we get that, you can slot the square runes. We gotta go to her to do it, I think. It wouldn't let me do the slot a rune last time either, and I was trying to figure out like why. So I thought when we gave her the tablet, the first one we could. Which I already gave her the tablet. Oh no, I didn't. That's
makes no sense.
Makes so much more sense. Okay, we should be able
As
to...
I would not, I will not reveal them, even upon pain of death.
Maybe we have to rest or something. can't do it at the vestige till the end of the game. Should be available now. No? Why can't we?
Ah, you again.
She's not selling them either.
Ah,
As I will not, even upon pain of death.
It's weird. Let me look and see what I'm doing wrong. I don't remember any other steps. Yeah, it's like glitch. I handed over the tablet. Is it just because we don't have like a matching rune yet? I've never seen that. You didn't normally she starts selling them right after you give her the tablet. We've got to have some of them. Yeah. Okay, that's probably it. We only have the one. That's wild. How have we only got one so far? Normally I got like a handful of them by now. I think the shield actually takes squares, but I think I need to upgrade it a bit. Okay, this one does as well. It says rune slots locked. What the hell? This one's +7. It says locked. I've never seen that happen.
Even upon pain of death.
Crazy. What did we do wrong? I've beat this game like 12 times. I've never seen that happen. Damn. Okay, we already went to Calrath, so we're done there. The next thing is Fief of the Chill Curse. Which I don't even want to go there, to be honest. Place is a nightmare. Switch panels. Yeah, it says locked. They all say locked. What about... Let's try just backing out of the game, maybe? I don't know. It's supposed to start at level 1. You should have 2 slots at level 4. It must just be because we haven't found any. I don't... But she should sell them. It's crazy. There's a known glitch. So there's... Yeah, the first one was in that area where let me go make sure that maybe we didn't pick it up, and maybe that's a problem. Never had that happen. Closest is gonna be first. Oh man, we're kind of, we don't have all the vestiges because we're on decreased vestiges, but actually this one's pretty close. It's kind of like a side area, but your Damaros is updated or stuff.
I dare be praised. He'll see my devotion when I create life and other loyal serve.
I think if we rest and come back now, she'll have more items. This is so creepy. It's the type of aesthetic for like enemies I was talking about that I really think is cool in this game. Alright, it should be right up here. So hopefully we haven't grabbed it. Aha, that's a problem. What a dumb fuck I am. Sounded like something popped. Like spawned. I tried playing what's that game? Other Souls-like. It's really short. Oh my gosh, what's it called? I didn't like it. It felt, the combat was really slow, like slower than Dark Souls 1. That's what I missed right there. Okay, we can do runes now. Yeah. Why can't I think of the name of it? Anyways, Mortal Shell. Yeah, I tried playing that, and I was like, oh, I might stream this. Did not like it. I feel like I didn't give it enough time, and I went back and played it a few times, and I just, like, I don't know, I just wasn't getting something. It was way too difficult for me, like, I couldn't play it. I was, like I was doing something wrong. It just never clicked at all. I'll probably try it again. I'd like to get a feel for it and then maybe stream it because the sequel to it looks pretty cool. It looks like they're gonna be a much better game too because they did well with the first one. But
Selfish and adoration, it's no small feat to smith magic-infused manacles such as the one she used to bind me to her when she found me. I watched the cataclysmic death of a universe, and came as close to my own only to then find myself once again in this world. Now, a slave.
hope he's in the next game. Maybe we can figure out
I
what it
have
is.
traveled and borne with, and yet eventually I had cast off my mortal form long ago. But I was a fool to discard my renewed appreciation for his only made more bitter regret. I only did.
Oh, get back to work while Gerlinda still has use for you. So the tablets are...
Traveler, there is often no greater misjudgment than power being placed in the hands of one unfit for it. And Gerlinda's calloused hands and heart will only bring misery with the power of the runes. The final tablet, bring it to me, and I...
No funny ideas, you treacherous dog. Remember, as long as you're wearing those manacles, if I die, you die. Gerlinda's already learning. She'll see those idiots back in Sturlevo choke on their words.
Maybe that's an area in the new game, Sturlevo.
Another like you, a man I encountered long ago. A burden which has only increased enormously in the years, and prolonged exposure to that obscure force so baneful to...
Enough chit-chat.
He's talking about Harkin. I never remembered that. Okay, now that makes so much more sense. I couldn't figure out, like, why the fuck is she not selling these things? Because we should have been able to upgrade them by now. Okay, that's not the right one. Neither is that. I think the final one has a square. Oh no, that one does. Okay. Mana regen. Let's go. Put it in a weapon. It refills your health when you kill enemies. But
You
I like
again.
the mana regen, obviously. Well, I'm glad we get that figured out. I was kind of like, what the hell's going on here? Man, I'm by myself again. Nobody watching. Ugh. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing some pre-made videos and uploading those next couple days. I've been working on, so hopefully those will do a little better. Maybe get my feet back under me on YouTube, but otherwise, I don't know what the problem is. The last few times I've streamed, like, I just can't get going. There's not anything new that people are really clamoring to see, but you used to just be able to stream whatever, it didn't matter. Axe right here is pretty cool. Holy fuck. A lot of hits. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through this area. There's the mendacious visage in here at the end, and he is a beast. That's why I talk about why I love that spell so much. It's just so good. I made a video a while back too on like maxing out your mana regen. It was I think the title is something like best PvP build or whatever. I basically had a build where our mana regen would be so fast, like it would almost refill as we used it. Wait, why is it not refilling? Oh, I'm an idiot. The wrong shield on. Nothing else right one either. Yeah, that was that one. Okay, now it's refilling. One more bringer of stillness in here, aka Moth Lady. We got our boss that I was talking about, the mendacious visage. She's usually over here. Maybe they took her out. Oh yeah, that's right. They did. I forgot about that. We can throw a spot down right here. Good idea with this boss. We can flay him open and then burst his health down with our new spell, Lucient Beam. We're gonna need good frostbite resistance. This one. Oh yeah, that one's right. This one gives you unlimited spell casting because it creates withered health when you use all your mana. So like, we can just sit here now and doing wrong here? Incorporated. Oh, it's the wrong one. I clicked the wrong one. It's this one. Why is it not working? won't work. Do you have to be an Umbral? Still not working. I guess it only works with Umbral. Only Umbral sorceries. Okay, I probably should have read that. One increases spell power, the other increases holy. But we do have a holy weapon, so I think holy's the move there. Instead of just our spells. Alright, let's fuck this dude up. I want to equip that. And I want to equip Wizard. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck, I forgot. Oh shit, there's a big boy. I'm stuck! No! Fuck you, dog. Now we're fucked. There's been here with both of them. God. Man, that is way harder on hard mode. That's one of the harder parts of the game, though. Like the whole game. Really gotta deal with the Kin Ranger before you go into Umbral. How do we do the magic word first? I don't know, actually. We gotta get rid of that first. Alright, now it's just me and you, boy. at you. I don't know why that always aims high sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. It's like when I lock on, it's just aiming high. So I have to like unlock and tilt the camera down a little bit.
Aureus, may your grace sustain me in these most desperate of days, and in the darkness through which I fight, for it seems to encroach ever closer, and I fear the weight of this profane work will crush me. Worse. As ever, I turn to you in a moment and endeavor to remember that this role which curbs me so is merely a necessity in the performance of your will, and in that, I vow to be resolute. Please continue to hold my brother Samuel in your radiant embrace forevermore. In light we walk.
Alright. Well, still nobody here. I'm gonna end there. It's been a while since we streamed. Just want to do a quick one, hop on, test things out, see how everything looked. We did gain some subscribers over the last 2 weeks, about 10 subscribers. That's cool. Only about 60 or 70 away from 1,000, which will really help me out in the algorithm, because it'd be technically monetized. Not that I'm gonna make any money, but it allows you to be discovered a lot more. So anyways, thanks for watching if you're the 1 or 2 people that did, and hopefully we can get back to where we were pre-break. But either way, catch you guys later. Next big thing coming up is Neo 3. Till then we'll probably just be doing a little of this, a little of that, and like I said, I'll be putting out a kind of essay form video talking about my thoughts on gaming and Souls-likes and what's going to be going on in 2026 and what we got to look forward to. Main thing right now, I'm excited about those Neo 3. That's about a month away, so we will be covering that when it comes out, obviously. And I've played through all the other 2 Neos completely, so you'll want to check here, and we'll have you covered. But thanks for stopping by. If you did, catch you guys next time. It's Sweaty Zeus. See you guys later. Hope you have a great rest of your year in 2026. See ya. Peace.